Hello there, More here, and thank you for joining me on my channel today. Right now, we're going to get into a champion guide and spotlight for a Magic Affinity Epic Champion of Adriel. That's her right there, and we're about to get into her. But before we do, real quick, if you like Raid Shadow Legends and you want to progress your account efficiently and effectively, then please don't forget, hit that subscribe button that's right here next to my face. Join the community, hit that bell notification as well so that YouTube can tell you the next time I put out a video. So Adriel, what is she? She's a support style epic. She is a healing champion as well. What does her kit look like? Her kit is, her A1 is attacks one enemy one time, has a 20% chance of placing a 50% decrease accuracy debuff. Not entirely too helpful, beneficial, low chance to hit. Her A2, however, heals all allies by 20% of their max HP and places a 30% reflect damage buff on them for 2 turns. This can be booked down to a 3-turn cooldown, and her healing can be beefed up and increased as well. A team heal is always a nice skill to have. Her A3 attacks all enemies, has a 50% chance of placing a 50% decrease attack debuff for 2 turns, but has a 100% chance if this attack is critical. So really, if you're going to maximize this skill right here, you want to maximize her crit rate, right? So get her 100% crit rate, so this is going to crit every single time, and boom, 50% attack, 50% decrease attack on every single champion she attacks, and it's an AoE skill. An AoE attack down, unfortunately, it only lasts two turns, and it's on a 5-turn cooldown if it's booked out. Can do some decent damage. Scales up her damage when you book it out. And then she does have an aura. Increases magic ally speed in all battles by 21%. This aura may be beneficial for me if I was to book her out and use her, because I use a lot of magic champions across my account. What about you? Do you use magic champions in your account? She might be helpful and beneficial for you guys. So, that's her kit. What have I got going on with her? She's not really a main champion that I actually use, so I don't have her booked and geared very well. I use her in faction keeps, and I threw some gear on her so she can sustain and keep herself going. I've got lifesteal in there so she can keep herself alive. She's also a healer. As a result, so I want that heal to actually cycle through faster rather than slower. So I was looking for some substats that have speed on her. You want speed and you want crit rate is what you want. You want that crit rate so you can maximize the amount of time that that decreased attack actually lands. Nope, not that one. This one right here. You want to maximize that because if you crit, it's a 100% chance, right? So there's no chance to miss. All you have to do is get that accuracy roll in there. So you want accuracy as well. You want speed to cycle through back to this heal. And you want that crit rate so she can actually land that decrease attack aura. Sorry, debuff. So these are the stats I've actually got her at. I'm like 20,000 HP. I want her to be able to take a couple hits. Her attack is what her actual damage scales off of, is only 800. Her defense is 868. Speed's 125. It's not entirely too bad. Not the best, however. Her crit rate is 50%, so it's not entirely too horrible. It means it's going to crit half the time, then half the time that decreased attack is going to land, basically when it comes down to it. The other half, however, if it doesn't crit, it still has a 50% chance to proc, so there's still a chance of it landing. Her crit damage is 89%, so when she does crit, my Adriel here is actually going to put out some okay damage for her. Her accuracy is 30, but that's just mine. Like I said, I use mine in the faction wars, really, and that's it. So let's actually take her there, and you can see just what she does. So really, to recap, this girl here, she is an epic support, right? She's got a healing on her. I'm going to take her to this round right here. You know what? No, let's take her into the boss. Just see if we can get the boss, shall we? Why not? While we have it here. That's the team I got going on. I got Mother Superior, Outlaw Monk, Hospital, and I got War Priest in the corner. Then I got it right there with Adriel. But you know what? Let's switch this up. Let's maximize her aura, shall we? Boom, there we go. 21% to all Magic Affinity Champions. And you know what? Nope, there's only 2 Magic Affinity Champions. I'd rather have her, which gives me a 13% increase to all allies in all battles. For speed, 30% speed to all allies in all battles. So let's get into this. Let's just run this on auto. I'm just going to let it do its thing, and I'll talk you through and narrate through as we go. So, remember, Adriel, she's a support epic champion. She's got an AoE attack that decreases attack. Boom. There you go. She landed 3 of the 5. She's also got an AoE team heal, which actually applies a reflect damage as well. Buff as well onto your team. So let's see. She's probably going to land it right here. Yep, there it is. Heal with reflect damage. That is her. Remember, she is a support style champion. She's a healer champion. I've got 3 real healers here. Supports. Mother Superior, War Priest, and then Adriel. So theoretically, this team should survive, right? All the heals we got going on. Unfortunately, I have troubles dealing with this boss. But like I said, in other past videos, I don't focus so much heavily on my faction keeps. It's one of my last priorities because it takes so many resources to be able to actually do it, because you build out your team on so many different people across all the factions to be able to do anything with it. However, if you can get a team together and get through some of these bosses and the stars that you can get do give some good rewards. So if you can do it without a whole lot of wasted energy and resources, then by all means do it. So this is my team right here. This is where I have my trouble. It's the boss right here, because these bosses are just insane, aren't they, right? So Outlaw Monks actually got Relentless gear on him. I don't know if you've seen the extra turns going off, but between his A1, who has a 25% chance of doing extra attack, and then Relentless gear has another 18% chance to do an extra attack, he can cycle through some turns at times. But he's taking some damage. He's about to... Yep, he's down right for the count right there. Now I'm down to my 3 healers. Can we do anything? All these provokes makes me focus on the boss, so I can't get those ads taken care of. If I can't get the ads taken care of, I can't get rid of the boss, because the ads just heal the boss up. Look at this. Really, ideally, what I would need for this team is what? A cleanse and a block debuffs buff. Correct? Right, exactly. So I can keep these provokes off, keep these fears off, and this team can actually move and do something. I can't do anything right here, can I? Provoke, 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 smack, fears, and then they heal. I could probably take auto off, and I still wouldn't be able to do anything on this, on manual, which is ridiculous against some of these bosses, isn't it? Just ridiculous. What's the best way to get through these things? The best way to get through these bosses is probably really speed. Speed, speed, speed. You want to go faster than that boss so you can cycle through these debuffs, off. So let's go back a stage real quick. Let me show you just... She can do some stuff. She can hold her own. Stage 4. Here we go. Let's roll this one more time. Let's roll this beautiful footage here and show you Adriel in action again. All right. Let's see. She's one of the slowest on the team, but her AoE attack killed some people. Decrease attack landed. And now we're going to wipe them out. All right. She's going to come back up. She's going to do her AoE heal and her reflect damage buff. There it is for the team. And now we're going to start doing some damage back. Not entirely too much, because reflect damage isn't all that big, especially when the enemy champions aren't hitting you for that much. So, but that reflect damage is helpful. It could be helpful in the Fire Knights as well. The heal and the reflect damage against the Fire Knight boss could dwindle that shield down, right? Think about that. Think about that. It's potential. It's possible. It's something that could be viable for you in your account if you have her. So think about that. So Adriel she is a champion. She's a support champion. She's a healing champion. If you like the support style champions, which I do, I like the tanky support, team incorporating, team integrating, team assistance, bring up the whole team together as a whole style champions. So I do like her, but really, unfortunately, she does not fit into a spot in my team on my account right now as of yet. Who knows, that may change in the future, because like I said, I love my supports, right? Alright, thank you for joining me on the video, you guys. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button that's above me. Don't forget to hit that bell so YouTube can tell you the next time I put a video out. Additionally, there's a playlist over there. More champions. Find out something you didn't know about your champions. I'll see you on the next video.